Dokkan's Halloween banner is here, but should you summon? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the Fantastical Parade Halloween Dokkan Festival banner. This is the annual Halloween banner that comes once a year, special to Global Dokkan. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the banner and decide whether or not it is worth your hard-earned stones. As always, we take a look at the main featured units, decide if those units are strong enough to carry your summon. Then we take a look at the rest of the banner. What is on the banner that may or may not determine whether or not it is worth your stones. And then finally, we take a look at what lies ahead. Should you choose to summon on this, what are you giving up in the near future? So let's go ahead. Let's talk. The first two major feature units on the banner are, of course, the LR Gogeta and the LR Blue Vegito, the 5th year Easy A fusions. These guys are hands down some of the best Easy A's in Dokkan Battle. Tech Vegito, especially now that he has the amazing link partner with the AGL Vegito Blue, right? Like, you're talking about a rotation that decimates anything in the game that you put them in front of. So, I mean, all in all, these two are amazing headliner units for any banner that they get featured on. However, I mean, if you're a brand new player, like you started Anniversary, you started Worldwide, and you don't have these guys, I think it could be worth a summon or two for these guys because they are that powerful. Like, I'm not kidding you when I talk about Vegito Blue is easily one of the best Easy ALRs in the game. But unfortunately, they're not on this banner alone, right? It's not like you press a button, you summon, and boom, you've got a Vegito. You've got a chance to pull somebody else here. Now, all of the units on the banner are basically relatively last year's Dokkan Fests, right? With the exception of Path to Power Kid Goku. Right, you've got Path to Power Kid Goku, you've got the Resurrection of F Blues, AGL Ginyu, you've got last year's New Year's units, Majin Vegeta, AGL Trunks, and LR Super Saiyan Goku. This was an odd addition. The whole featured list to me seems odd, right? Because if we take a look at the JP version of this banner, this is the version JP got. A lot of it's the same, but they had the tech androids and Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, as well as these guys guaranteed to be featured on the banner, which the this banner does on Global, but it works a little bit different, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute. So in terms of who's on the banner for Global, I mean, outside of Path to Power Kid Goku, there isn't really much else that I would say really sways your vote to summon, right? These guys are good, Goku is great, but everybody else is kind of, you know, mid at best. Majin Vegeta still has some uses. This guy is, you know, he's hit or miss. There's events where you can actually have fun with him. Ginyu is Ginyu. He's got a place, not exactly where it was before, but it's still there. Kid Buu still missing that 200% lead, right? At least one that would put him with other characters that would help him. And then, you know, LR Int Namek Goku is obviously aged out tremendously. So there isn't too much on the banner in terms of value. So that's where this comes in, right? So the way they decided to work it this year for the Halloween banner, instead of like one quick, you know, special summon for 40 stones, get a character, instead they've done 3 steps for 20, 35, and 50 Dragon Stones, where you will recruit 5, 7, and 10 characters, respectively. On the first 20 stone step, it's just 20 stones, and you get 5 characters, 1 SSR guaranteed. Not much going on there. Where things get interesting is on step 2. At step 2, you are guaranteed to recruit one of the following characters, either the Resurrection of F Blues, AGL Trunks, Goku, Kid Buu, or AGL Ginyu. So, I mean, it's not too bad. Guaranteed is always better than not guaranteed, but it's not like you know, you're getting anything too special here. As much as I love these two characters, right? Moving on to step 3, at this point you're paying full price, and you in this multi are guaranteed to get one of the following banner units. Now, this is where I kind of see a big problem with this, right? Well, yes, you can get a good banner unit like the Krillin here, or where the Pan, Yajirobe, all great banner units that support them to their teams really, really well. But to me, it's almost not worth it, because JP had a much better version of this. Basically, it's one stone, or one multi for 100 stones, right? Because at this point, you've already spent the 100 on global, and you're guaranteed one of these guys. Now, what made this one interesting is, one, you get the Almond and Raisin, and these guys here for the Turles celebration. Now, I understand these guys not being on here because Turles campaign is still going on, but notice here, Global took off the Tech Rage Vegeta, and to me that's a big misstep, right? He is on the banner, but he is not one of the guaranteed features, right? Like if we look at the banner here, he is on the banner, but he is unfeatured, meaning there's no guarantee to pull him. So to me that really sways me away from the banner personally. And then taking a look up at the last step here. On the last step for another 50, or I'm sorry, this is not the last step. The continuing in the same step. So you are guaranteed one of these characters, and then one of these characters. The Gogeta, the Vegito, the Namek Goku, Majin Vegeta, the Resurrection of F Plus, Path to Power Kid Goku, Trunks, right? So this is the other thing that really kind of steers me away from this banner, and that is because on this last step, yes, you're getting a banner unit, and you're getting one of these. But to me, they should have limited it to the Gogeta and the Vegito, and then maybe Majin Vegeta and Path to Power Kid Goku. They shouldn't have redone the featured list, right? Like, these guys, yes, guaranteed featured on step 2, and then these guys guaranteed featured if you go up to the next step, right? Like, they shouldn't have been both guaranteed featured, right? Because then that really dilutes the pool, because then you could totally do your step 1, do your step 2, get, right, I don't know, this guy, right, who isn't bad, but right, then you could totally do your step 3, get a banner unit, and then get him again. And that would be pretty frustrating, I feel like, for most people, right? So to me, that all kind of really makes the banner not so bueno, unfortunately. It really does steer me away from it. But that's not our only consideration. So for right now, the units on the banner, I'll go ahead and give it a thumbs up for the units on the banner, right? Knowing that there's not high likelihood of these guys ever coming back again. It'll be very sporadic at best. I would say a thumbs up for them. So 1 in the category of summon, just simply because they're there. But in terms of the overall value of the banner, the second criteria, I don't really think it's all that worth it. So that leaves only one other criteria, and that it is what lies ahead. You'll notice there's a big glaring omission from this banner, and that is the God Goku. Normally the Halloween banner returns the Saiyan Day unit, and this year they did return a Saiyan Day unit, but it was last year's. They did not return God Goku. So as far as what lies ahead, right, there's a chance God Goku could be coming up soon, and we have 2 possibilities for the next Dokkan Fest on Global, and that is either the Super Trunks banner or the Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku banner. One of these is going to happen in November and the other in December, more than likely. Looking at who the featured list is on this banner for Global, I am beginning to lean towards the idea that Super Trunks may be the November celebration, because both of his units are now featured on that banner, which means they could replace them with someone new. I could totally see them in place of Majin Vegeta putting a God Goku. They might just leave Trunks there or swap the androids in, maybe, since they were taken off that banner. So, right, this could be God Goku, this could be the androids, in which case that actually brings the value of this banner up really, really good. And I feel like Trunks himself, as much as I love this card, is not quite thank you celebration material, meaning putting God Goku on the banner would totally sell the banner. Another indicator of this is in the recent global data download, we had some Dokkan Festival tickets, not premium tickets like you would typically see with an LR banner. So I'm beginning to believe that this may in fact be the next banner. So, you know, is what it is. Either way, he will be November or December with a chance of God Goku showing up there. After that, we have Heroes, likely to be the second half of November, as always. And we know it is bringing the Limit Breaker Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Vegito and Super Saiyan 3 Rose. So, I mean, if you're someone who enjoys Heroes, maybe summoning on this banner, 100 stones it may be, might not be worth it, because think, 100 stones on a Heroes banner is a guaranteed at least 2 of these characters that you see on the screen here. So, I mean, you take that for what it is. Following all of these banners, like I said, December will either be Goku or the Trunks. We don't know yet, but following him, we will likely then see this guy midway through December, leading into Christmas, and then on Christmas Day, we will be dropping the Tana Bata banner, which will return the 8th anniversary LR. So if you're somebody who missed out on them, this is your chance to either buy them with coins or summon for them. So, and then as always, we have the New Year's step up at the end of the year. If we follow last year's trend, you're going to have a pretty decent setup for 200 stones, right? For 200 stones, you'll be getting an EZA Dokkan Fest. You'll be getting an LR on step 2 of your 200 stones. On step 3, these will be replaced likely with this group of Dokkan Fests here, and then this group will be the 2023 Dokkan Festival exclusive, followed by an LR list updated probably up to Super Boo, if I had to guess. So, I mean, really, summoning on this banner, even for a shot at these guys, really takes away for some interesting stuff to come here in the near future. So, in my opinion, I really don't think it is a summon. Even if you are pay to play, low to play, I don't think you should spend money on the tickets. I honestly think the best thing you could do is just save your stones for whatever is to come next. Or, you know, keep that Heroes fund in check. I really think this is one of the few times I'm giving a complete no-go to the summon on a banner, and it's mostly because they changed the banner so much between what it was on JP to what it was now. I feel like there was slight value on JP. It was just a quick 100 stones. You were guaranteed 3 things, and then that was it. Here you are still guaranteed 3 things, but it feels worse because they removed some big draws to the banner. Plus, not putting God Goku on this banner where he kind of should have been, I think really detracts from that. But that's neither here nor there. So, anyways, guys, that is the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know. Would you summon on this banner? Is there value here for you? I know Path to Power Kid Goku is really good, and some people still need those 5th year LRs. So let me know if you find this banner valuable if you're choosing to summon, or if you are saving for something big. What is that something big? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.